Hi, guys. How's it going? I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. Um, I wasn't planning on doing a live. This just sort of happened really quickly. So I'm just going to wait really quickly and see who all shows up. I hope everybody can hear me. My mic on? Yeah, mic's on. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Yeah, this is going to be short and sweet, and it's just something for you to think about. Okay. It's just something to think about. Um, This whole thing with Kris Jenner and them has just gotten a whole lot more interesting. Let me explain why. This is really interesting. What's happened is we know that Harry and Meghan went to Kris Jenner's party, right? And now all anybody's talking about is Kris Jenner's party. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. I have a cold, actually, but thank you for wishing me well. So she went to the party, the pictures were put up, and the pictures came down. Now we know, I think we all know that People magazine are totally in Harry and Meghan's pocket. We've discussed this before. When Harry has an article or something he wants out, he simply emails it directly to People magazine. We've discussed this before. And then they changed it. And then they changed it when it came out. Thank you, Carol. Hi, guys. Okay. So we've talked about this before. People magazine is literally in their pocket. So the pictures went up, the pictures came down, and People magazine reported that the reason the pictures came down was because there was a photo card when Harry and Meghan went to the party, and they said they checked the box saying, no, you may not release the pictures. And the word out, I'm going to see if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know if I can or can't. But what's being said is that they said that they were deleted. Let me see if I can put this over here and put this over here. I don't know if I can, guys. I may not be technically adept enough for this. Okay, so here's what it came down to was when they were asked why were deleted from the party, they claimed that they clicked a box that said, no, you may not release the pictures. And the reason they didn't want the pictures out is because even though everybody knew that they were there at this party, it was a bad look for Harry. Harry was a veteran. Harry had just been in Canada for veterans. It was Remembrance Weekend. Harry knew better. So even though he had a stupid little poppy on his chest, it just was a really bad look that he was at the Kardashian party. So word out is, per People magazine, there was a card and they checked the box on the card and said, no, you may not put the pictures out. And so when the pictures went out, they immediately had them taken down. Well, that has now gone to hell and back because I guess the Jenners Kris Jenner's family has spoken out. And here's what it says. Harry and Meghan had been removed from a carousel of photos posted to Jenner and Kim Kardashian's Instagram, and the photos were deleted because the duo had checked no on a photo consent form. However, a source close to the event is now saying there were no consent forms. That is a lie. And they have reached out to Harry and Meghan for comment. And guess what? Harry and Meghan haven't responded. Shocker. So, yeah, all the pictures were up. And so, yeah, it's not, listen, Harry and Meghan know that it was not a good look what they did, because then Meghan immediately posted some stupid thing going, thank you to Harry and all the veterans. I'm like, give me a break. There was no card for them to check. There is a reason why those was put up and then taken down. And I think from what I'm reading now online, Kris Jenner and the family is really upset because nobody's talking about Kris Jenner and her fabulous 70th birthday party. Everybody's talking about Harry and Meghan. They just want people to keep talking about them. So this is what's going on now. This is why they're not being invited to things. This is why people don't want anything to do with them, because they freaking take over everything. This was Kris Jenner's 70th birthday party. And from what I'm also reading, and we'll be discussing some of it in my video tomorrow, they were snubbed Meghan was going around the room. She was in full mode. She was schmoozing up to millionaires and billionaires, and she was networking, and people were snubbing them. Oh, well, that happens. So, yeah, so that was the big thing. Yeah, they claim that the pictures were down because there was a photo card, and Kris Jenner's group has shot back and said that's not true. And of course, now Harry and Meghan are not responding to People magazine. Listen, I don't trust People magazine anymore. I don't trust any magazine that's in Harry and Meghan's pocket. Magazines that'll just print what you want them to say. I just don't think that's right. That's not real journalism. It's like people need to get the hell over themselves. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I just wanted to pop on here really quick the second I saw it, because I just went, oh my God, how often does Harry and Meghan go up against Kris Jenner's, and her family? And all these articles are talking about, well, they have history because Meghan sent them baskets and they put it up on their social media. Everything that they do, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's reciprocal. Everything is reciprocal, always. These friendships are not real. It's all reciprocal. You wash my back, I'll wash yours. Oprah's putting up the jam on her greatest things for Christmas. And so Meghan puts up a video where she says, this is Oprah's favorite, blah, blah, blah. Everything is reciprocal, guys. It's not real. Their friendships aren't real. I'm not even sure why Harry and Meghan were invited to that party, to be honest. They're really not friends. I mean, could you imagine Harry talking to Mark Zuckerberg? Social media. He's the owner of Facebook. He's like a gazillionaire. Could you imagine the conversation that went on? Like, seriously? It's like unbelievable. And also the pictures that I saw, Harry looked drunk. There's one picture where he's looking at Kris Jenner. She's in her red dress with her bosom showing, and he is looking right at her breasts. Like, he looked drunk. He looked high. He looked ridiculous. I can assure you they were invited because there was security at the party. You had to get past security. I don't care how much money you have. If your name's not on the list at Jeff Bezos's party at his house, you're not getting through the door. What does it say? They're done. Now hurry up and take the titles. I'm working on it. They're working on it. They're working on it. So, yeah. So they were invited. They absolutely were invited. They were on the list or they wouldn't have gotten in the door. But this whole thing with the pictures, I think the Kardashians are starting to regret, because now nobody's talking about Kris Jenner and how gorgeous she looks in her party. They're all talking about Harry and Meghan and these ridiculous pictures that were put up and taken down. And I think it's of note that nobody else that was at that party that took pictures and put them up included Harry and Meghan in any of the pictures. I think that is so telling, because it's not what you know, it's who you know. And if you're in a party with all these massive billionaires and millionaires and A-listers and nobody's taking a picture with you, I think that speaks volumes. You guys know where I'm going with that. So, yeah, they were invited to the party, guys. They showed up. The pictures were put up. The pictures were taken down. Harry and Meghan requested the pictures down because apparently it was a bad look for Remembrance Weekend. What's the point? Everybody freaking knew you were there, but the pictures coming out pretty much just shows that, Harry's drunk and high at these parties and, whatever. And then they claim that the pictures were taken down because they signed a form saying they didn't want the pictures up. And now the Kardashian clan has fought back and said, that's a lie. So I'm going to keep an eye on this, but you guys know I don't usually hop on and do these quick little lives, but that just really caught my attention. So, and also there's no point in taking the pictures down. You guys know the internet is forever, right? The pictures were up, pictures were down, the pictures are all over the internet. They're floating around. So, yeah. Does anybody have any questions before I go? Meghan is blowing up the Kardashian. Yeah. Let me tell you something. The Kardashians are powerful, they're billionaires, and they are unhappy with what's going on. So we'll see. If I were Harry, I'd be drunk too. Yeah, I bet he was. Looks like Meeson in the back. No, I don't believe Meeson Harriman was there. So no, I don't think he was there. The Kardashians are getting, I wouldn't call them being markled, but I think they're getting to know what happens. I mean, for them, it's free publicity, right? They had a party, Harry and Meghan were there, it's free publicity, but still. So I thought you were going to tell us the titles are gone. No, that's going to happen when William becomes king. And now that it's been made, I got to tell you something. Now that it's been shown how easy it is to do, that you don't have to do anything with Parliament, you can just do letters patent. You can remove the dukedom. You can remove the prince title. You can remove the HRH. You don't need to go through Parliament. Harry and Meghan should be scared because after the things that they've said to Catherine, William, I think, is like up to here. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think William is going to remove the princess titles from Eugenie and Beatrice when he becomes king. And the only, just like, that other royal family did, and the only people who will have prince and princess titles are people that are in the direct line of succession, which means not only will Eugenie and Beatrice lose their prince and princess or their princess titles and their HRH, but so will Archie and Lily. They'll be gone. Their prince and princess titles, their HRH will be gone. Meghan's HRH, since she's shown that she can't follow the rules and it was in abeyance and she's still using it, they'll probably go ahead and pull that too. The only person that'll be left with the title will be Harry, and he's left with the title of prince, and that's it. I mean, that's the end of it. That'll be the end of it. It's tidier. It's neater. You can't let these people run around. Yes, they'll let them keep the Earl of Dumbarton titles. Philip, have you heard that Meghan can? Yeah, I discussed that in my video a couple days ago. She hasn't got a leg to stand on. Those titles, and it's not even her title. It's Harry's title. She's just using the courtesy of calling herself Duchess, but the dukedom belongs to Harry. And if it gets pulled from Harry, she loses her title. That's just what it is. She'll just have to suck it up and get over it. They may not. Beatrice won't. She's working. Not sure of Eugenie. I don't think they're going to have a choice. They're not working royals. Full-time working royals. They have job. They can still have royal patronages. They can still have their regular jobs, but they're not going to be working royals. There'll be Beatrice Mountbatten Windsor and Eugenie Mountbatten Windsor. They're still the granddaughters of the Queen. They can still hold their patronages. Doesn't change anything. They just don't have their HRHs anymore. So, oh, Christine, I have a cold again. My gosh, you guys, it's like 20 degrees here at night. It's freezing at night. And then it's 70 during the day. I mean, it is this up, down weather is what makes me sick because I never know how to dress. It's crazy. And I was really upset with the neighbor because it went below freezing the other night and I could hear their dog barking, which means they left it outside in the cold all night. You guys know how I feel about that. I was really upset with the neighbor, and I reached out to the neighbor's wife, who informed me that they are separated. And when she left, he kept her dog. And I said, well, you may want to go get your dog because he's obviously not treating it well. It's outside at night in the freezing cold. So she says she's going to talk to him and see if she can get her dog back. I was not happy at all. You bring your animals inside. If that's the way you're going to treat your animal, you're not a pet owner, you're an asshole. Sorry. I know how you guys feel about my language and I don't like to curse, but my God, that poor dog was barking outside in the freezing cold half the night. And I was really upset. Yeah. Anyway, any other questions? Yep. No, wait, I clicked the wrong one. Do you think William will take Harry's prince title? No, I don't think he'll take Harry's prince title, but I do believe that he will take the dukedom away. We broke snow records. Yes, not far from here is Asheville, the epicenter from the hurricane. Remember when I lost the hurricane, when we had the hurricane and I was out of power for 11 days? Oh my God, I have nightmares about that, you guys. 11 days with no power. They had snow. And we're not far from them. So I'm waiting for the snow. I said to my husband, please make sure we have gas to run the generator because, oh my God, if we lose power again in snow, I'm going to be most unhappy. Do I think they're done in Hollywood? They were never in Hollywood. Somebody said, oh, this just shows that Hollywood has accepted them. No, it doesn't. Just because they're invited to the same party, a lot of people snubbed them, didn't speak to them, wanted nothing to do with them. They don't want to know Harry and Meghan. A lot of people don't want to know Harry and Meghan. They'd like to know Harry. They're not interested in Meghan. Nobody's interested in her. And that holiday show of hers, oh my God, I'm sure we're going to hear how to boil water, how to fold a napkin, how to, when you look at the picture that she put up of a holiday table compared to some of the tables that they set in the UK that the royal family sets, it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Okay. I said to my husband, can we get a generator? Let me just tell you that those generators cost first of all, they cost $7,000 to $8,000. Then you have to run the gas line from the street. That's almost another $1,000. So now you're up to $9,000. And then the installation is $4,000 to $5,000. So in order to get a Generac generator, which I probably should have out here, I need $15,000. I don't have that kind of money. I wish I could afford it, but I can't. And I have heard some things online about some of these. I mean, like when the hurricane hit, one of my siblings that lives in another state said that their neighbor had a generator, a Generac, and they couldn't use it because not only was the power out, the gas line had been disrupted. There was gas leak. So they shut the gas off. So their generator didn't work. So I don't know that it's worth it to spend all that money. That's just me. But yeah, that would cost about $15,000. And I don't have that. Oh, that's right. I remember. You guys pay for everything. You guys pay for my vacations. You pay for everything. So you guys should just get together and pay for my generator. Put the money in my PayPal. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Crazy. Now, Catherine's Christmas special. Let me just say this about this Christmas special. A lot of the articles that came out, oh God, I read articles, like a lot of articles. And a lot of the articles that came out said that Meghan chose December 3rd. She moved her thing from November to December because she was planning to overshadow the German visit of state. I hope that they have the tiara moment on the 3rd. Could you imagine? She's releasing her show, but here comes Catherine with her hair and her tiara moment. Give me a break. That's not going to be overshadowed. And then on the 5th, you have the Christmas special, which I think Meghan knew it's always done the first week of December. So Catherine pushed hers to 2 days after. Too bad she didn't do it. I mean, she could have done it. She couldn't have done it on the 3rd because of the state visit. But if the state visit wasn't going on, she should have done her Christmas special on the 3rd to see, it would have been interesting to see which one would have gotten more views. I think we know which one would have gotten more views. Let's be honest. You guys do not have to watch Meghan. The idea is to let us take the bullet. Let me go blind. You guys just do your thing and let me go blind. And, I'll go from, and we'll keep going from there. Okay, now see, this is what I'm talking about. Did you just say people should pay for your generator? Laughing after saying it doesn't make it a joke. Robin is always right. You are wrong and you need to go get a life. Why are you on my channel? You're a troll, obviously. I think everybody knows that it was a joke because people are always saying that the fans that I have are paying for my vacations, are paying for my jewelry, or paying for my life. Because I didn't work for 30 years in the ER and my husband still doesn't have a full-time job. No, I'm a bum that lives off of you guys. Yes, it was a joke. You need to get a life. What the hell is wrong with some of these guys? I mean, some of these people online, they're a little scary. I'm telling you. Hang on. You're going to hear my opening music because I am doing something over here. Some of these people are a little scary, guys. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Oh, I love what you said. Yes. Nothing against, but I'm not going to watch Megan with Love's story until after Catherine. Oh, absolutely. You know, you watch it, but what I'm really going to be covering on the 3rd is the German state visit and the tiara moments and the gorgeous clothing and the pomp and circumstance and the carriage rides down the mall and all that cool stuff. That's what I'll be covering. I will eventually cover it. You guys know me. I'm going to cover it, but I'm going to do the state visit first. Okay. And now I know, no. So yes, stay off of her show. Don't watch her show. Stay off. Just, you'll go blind. I'm already old. If I go blind, it's okay. All right. Are there any other specific questions that I need to know or that you guys have? I'm a glutton for punishment. Yes. Yes, I am a glutton for punishment. Yes, more tiara moments, please. Yes, she's going to be wearing a tiara moment. I could not believe, I'm like, this is the 3rd state visit this year. I am so excited. Because now you know she's not going to wear the Lover's Knot tiara again. She's going to pick a different tiara. And her last 2 dresses were just so gorgeous. That last one with the lace over it, my God. I'm dying to see what she's going to wear with this hair going down the back. What is this? I'm already blind and I'm not watching. Have you seen Link Lauren about the candle? Yes, I saw what happened to Link Lauren. The Sussex Squad is claiming that the box looked damaged and he tampered with the candle because there was a hole there. He didn't tamper with it. The box was not damaged. He opened it up. I don't know if the wick got pulled out by accident. I don't know what happened, but it's pretty obvious that, oh, there you go, 127 and 430 in the chat. He didn't tamper with it. It was a defect. That it was a defective candle. Obviously, quality control where they're coming from kind of sucks. You make so much money off YouTube. I've heard what YouTube takes. You have to have millions of subs. Exactly. I don't know why people think that we make so much money. It's kind of shocking. I think people think I'm living high on the hog from YouTube. Don't work that way, but people think it. I don't know where I don't get it, but okay. I don't get it. Yes, exactly. He didn't tamper with it because he opened it on air in front of everybody. So yeah. Now somebody else, 2 damaged candles. Okay, now the other candle, I don't know about the other candle. Supposedly somebody scratched in the top SOS Harry or SOS H with a smiley face. And that also came in a sealed box. Now, I don't know about that one, but I think it would be interesting to see. I think it would be interesting to see. I'm making your chili. Oh, yes, my taco chili soup in the crock pot. Oh my God, 2-3 days worth. I'm telling you. Okay, reminder for those of you who don't know, and I'm still considering combining my channels. I haven't made a final decision yet, but I have a second channel that I put all my vacation videos on, and I put my recipes up, and there have been some recipes on there that have really taken off. Like the biscuits filled with chicken with the garlic sauce. They're called garlic bombs. They're really good. The taco chicken soup, the rose flower dessert that I made, the stuffed apples. I'm making all kinds of fall things, and apples right now are in. So I'm making a lot of apple recipes, and people really seem to like them. So, and dinners, stroganoff just came up the other day. Let's see what else I have. What is my other? Let me see. My last couple recipes that went up. Excuse me. Something in my throat. The last couple recipes that went up were the garlic chicken bombs, the easy apple cake, the honey garlic chicken. The chicken round did really well. The Korean beef stir fry also did really, really well for dinner. The easy lemon loaf cake and the apple crescent rolls were an absolute bomb. I mean, bomb in that everybody liked them. So if you're looking for, I'm in a competition. No, I don't think so. If you guys, do I have a butter cake recipe? I can probably find one. If you guys are looking for easy recipes, I tried the apple cake. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it. Which one? Because there's several apple recipes. You know, remember the one I did the separate filling that I put on top before I baked it. And the Italian lemon cake was the freaking bomb, you guys. I mean, my God, it went up. But if you're looking for dinner recipes that are fast, easy, don't require 50 ingredients, it's just throw this in here, throw that in there, mix this together, and boom, there's dinner. Go to my second channel, because that's what you're going to find there. And then what I did was I got the crescent rolls and I laid them out and I made this chicken mixture and I put them in, and then I folded the crescent rolls over and baked it. So it's like a round. Oh my God. Family loved it. And the garlic bombs, my son begged me to make them again the other night. They really like the garlic sauce. So yeah, go to the other channel. I even made bacon wrapped chicken in the air fryer. That was really easy to make. I've got my mother-in-law's recipes from Germany. We're making a lot of that. I got my husband's, what was my mother-in-law's lentil soup recipe. That's, I mean, really German. Like you put the balsamic vinegar in it when you eat it. Lots of stuff there. What's the link for that channel? It's called The Secret Life of Sue. I'll see if Carol, my fabulous moderator, you guys give Carol a hand, because she's the one who throws the trolls off my channel. She's just put the link up in the chat. There it is, The Secret Life of Sue. Sorry, I clicked off of it. You can go there. Oh, a swap. Yes, a recipe swap would be fine. I actually had somebody send me a recipe to use with cranberries when they come into season. She sent me the recipe, and I'm going to make it as soon as I can get my hands on some cranberries. Yes, we have. Let me tell you something. Carol is a great moderator. She moderates for me. She moderates for Royal Daily Tea. She moderates for a lot of people. And while she's still talking in the chat, she's throwing trolls out. So out you go. She doesn't put them. I told her, people that are abusive in the chat, people that are rude, people that are going out of their way, and certain YouTubers, they don't get put in timeout. You get banned from the channel. You're out. I just don't have time for it. No drama zone. I don't have time for it. So yeah. So anyway, I just thought you guys would find that information from People Magazine about Kris Jenner and them. I thought you'd find that interesting, because it's so funny. But so yeah, if you guys have any interesting recipes that you'd like me to try, let me know. Do you make sourdough? I'll tell you what I made. I made some protein pretzels once. The recipe is on there. They were absolutely delicious. Protein pretzels. I also made kind of like a cake not a cake. It was a bread and you put a spread on it and you roll it up and you cut it into slices. That one turned out really well too. And simple recipes on my other channel. So go on over there. I put up recipes every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you cannot try, this one's going to try my meatloaf. Fabulous. If you want to look at my recipes, but you don't have time to sub to another, channel, then you can go to my channel, and at the top, there's a button that says collaborations, and you'll find my recipes there also. But I put up a recipe every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If I'm not putting up a recipe, I'm putting up something about Finn, because Muro is back in our house. Yes, he is. We have him until the beginning of December. So I'm going to put up some videos showing the dogs enjoying each other and frolicking. I know how much you guys love to see the dogs, especially now that the cats are gone. And but that's what you'll find on the other channel. Also, I have a big vacation planned for February, beginning of February. You guys, are you guys ready? My husband comes home from work with this card and goes, I'm just going to wave the card so you guys can't really see it, and says, one of my coworkers is getting married. It's a destination wedding. I'm like, where? Somewhere in Mexico. Isn't it near like one of the resort towns? Nope. It's in the middle of frickin' Mexico, in the middle of nowhere. I don't really want to go. Oh, we're going. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm going to this wedding in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. I hope it's safe. I don't know if it is or isn't. It's not like a touristy area. So we fly in on Friday. The wedding is Saturday, and we're flying out at 7 a.m. Sunday. Like, I'm getting out. So since we're already packed and in Mexico, I said, let's just go on vacation to Mexico. So we're going to Mexico. We're going to Cancun after that, to an all-inclusive resort where I can eat and drink to my heart's content. And we got a room that's called a swim-up room. So you open the doors at the end of the room, and there's the step down into the pool. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me. You know how that goes. And I'll be making videos and showing you guys our fabulous vacation always. Eggnog. I've never had eggnog before. That's like a Christian thing. I think you serve at Christmas, and yeah, I don't do that. This person said, you spend a lot of time. Do you have time for yourself? I have plenty of time for myself, because now that I don't, work anymore, that I've retired, I'm in the house all day. So you guys are going to laugh at me. Every day I do a load of laundry. I empty the dishwasher. I reload it and run it every night. I run the vacuum, make the bed. I go grocery shopping if I have to. I pay the bills, and then I start cooking for dinner, and I tape myself while I'm cooking, and then I put the video aside. But the majority of my day is spent making videos for you fabulous people. So there you go. I can honestly say, and I know that I'm quite lucky, that I have a very and Royal Daily Tea has told me this too, and frankly, so has Trevor. Trevor's told me this too also. I have a very what's the word? I have a very loyal following, and people stick with me. I've been on here for 5 years now, and people are sticking, and we're going. The turkey recipe will be easy. You know why? Because I don't put my hands in that damn turkey. I make my husband pull all that stuff out and throw it out. I can already tell you how I make my turkey. You ready? I put the turkey down. I put oil all over it. I massage the oil into the turkey, and then I put salt, pepper, rosemary all over the turkey. And then I stick it in my convection oven and I cook it. Done. That's my turkey. My husband makes homemade mashed potatoes. I admit that I cheat on the stuffing. I fully admit I cheat on the stuffing. I make bread stuffing from the box. I open up a can of cranberries and, put that out there, and I make crescent rolls. So, yeah. The only thing made from scratch is the mashed potatoes and the turkey. Everything else is out of a box. So, all right, guys, that would be my husband trying to call, because for those of you who don't know, okay, so quick little story. My son needed to sell his car. His car was my mother's. When she passed, she left her car to my son. He drove this car. The car was 19 years old. He graduated college. He said, I'm ready for a new car. So my husband sold him his car, which was a 2017. So it's an 8 years old, but it has low mileage. Obviously, it's never been in an accident. And, my husband with the maintenance. So my son, knowing we were going to need a down payment on a car, we sold the car that was worth $19,000 to my son for $6,000 cash, which he had. Then my husband wanted my car very badly. I had an all electric car. He's all into that. So he then took my car, which left me needing a car. So I went and bought a new car, a 2025 car. I bought this car the end of May, beginning of June. So I've only had the car for June, July, August, not even 6 months yet. And I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and I go to get in the car and, to go to my doctor's appointment, and the car was dead as a doornail. And my husband came home from work and tried to get it started, and it would not start. It would not charge. The car was dead as a doornail. We had to call it, you call the dealership and they put you in touch with the roadside assistance. They had to come out here and tow my brand new 5.5-month-old car away. And I just got it back today. So, yeah, it's been a week. Guys, let me tell you, it's been a week. All right. Don't forget, you're going to want to watch tomorrow's video. And of course, we'll still do our live on Sunday. Okay. So I hope everybody has a fabulous night. Don't forget to go to my other channel if you want to get some really easy recipes, especially the crock pot ones. There's ones, I did one that was chicken and stuffing in the crock pot. That was the easiest recipe. And I did it with frozen chicken. And the smell wafting through my house was just divine. That's the stuff that you want to make. Okay. So go over to my other channel, take a look. I hope everybody has a fabulous night. Stay warm, and we'll talk to you later. Okay. I have to go. I have to cook dinner. Bye.